Okay, here we go. It's the last week, probably of new assignments, maybe one more next week, but this is Combine and Solve. It deals with our log properties and solving equations. So I wanted to remind you that when we looked at log properties, I told you some very important things that multiply and add go together. So notice here, let's see if we have this. I don't see it. Okay, so here, when these x and y are multiplied, when you expand that, that goes with add, right? This divide goes with subtract. This power to a power, this exponent goes to the front. Notice the p right here is now the p in front. And I put this sheet in with your assignment. When you get to the Pearson assignment this week, I put this sheet in there so you can pull it up and look at it if you don't still have it in your notes. Okay, so there are your log properties. All right, let's go back, combine and solve. And I'm looking for my drawing tools. Let's see. I don't know where they're at. Okay, so it says in each equation, combine the terms correctly to make a logarithm of a single expression. That means we want one log instead of two. Rewrite as an exponential, then solve. So they've given you the steps. Okay, I'm going to use this drawing tool, which means the webcam part's going to freeze, but we can deal with it, right? Okay. So look, they've given you the steps. Make a logarithm of a single expression. That's step one. So change the two logs to one using your properties. Rewrite as exponential. We've done that. And then solve for the variable. Okay, so this one says log 3 of 9 plus log 3 of x plus 2 equals 4. Notice the plus. Okay, what goes with, I think we can do that. Yeah. Notice this plus. What goes with plus? What goes with add? Multiply. So what are we going to multiply? We're going to multiply the 9 and the x plus 2. So when we write this as a single expression, we have log base 3 of 9 times x plus 2 equals 4. What does the next thing say to do? Rewrite as a single, can't read today. Rewrite as an exponential expression. So remember the base is 3. Make your circle 3 raised to the 4th power equals, then we have 9 times x plus 2. Okay, that's kind of messy over here. So what did we end up with? We had 3 raised to the 4th power equals 9 times x plus 2. All right, 3 to the 4th power is 81. Distribute, and you have 9x plus 18. Subtract the 18. 11 minus 8 is 3, so that's 63 equals 9x. Checking my answers over here. Divide by 9, and you get x equals 7. And that's it. What did we do? We combined the two logs to 1. We changed it to exponential, and we solved for x. All right, look at number 2. What is done to the two logs? Do you see that subtract right there in the middle? Okay, subtract goes with divide. So what are we dividing here? We have x and 2. So we have log base 5 of x over 2 equals 3. Okay, that's rewrite as a single expression. Next step says rewrite as exponential. When we did that, the base is this subscript number, so that's 5. I'm going to come over here and put 5 raised to the 3rd power equals x over 2. 5 to the 3rd power. You can use powers chart. I'll throw a powers chart in that folder. Or you can just use your calculator. 5 to the 3rd is 125. Okay, to get rid of this fraction that's a 2, we multiply by 2. 2 times 125 is 250. These 2's cancel. I know I'm finished because the x is by itself, so x is 250. Okay, so what are we doing? We're using our log properties to rewrite as a single logarithm, change it to exponential, and solve the equation. All right, I'm going to see if I can erase this to make it not so. If I close that, did that go away? Yes. Okay, very good. All right, so I'm going to move this up. We did the first two. I'm going to make this bigger so I have more room. Okay, the first step is to rewrite as a single logarithm expression. So change the two logs or change to one log. Remember that this number from the front becomes an exponent. Okay, so this 4 is going to come as an exponent here. So we have log base 9 of 3 to the 4th equals x. Okay, now rewrite it as an exponential. Start with your base, which is 9, raised to this power, which is x, equals 3 to the 4th. That looks like 34. Ding, ding. You wanted sound effects, right? Okay, 3 to the 4th is 81. So I've now 9 to the power of x equals 81. Most of us will remember that 81 is 9 squared. So we've rewritten with the same base. If the bases are the same, we know exponents are equal. There it is. Okay, this is not too bad. Use your log properties, and you have that sheet. Use your log properties to rewrite as a single log. Okay, then change it to exponential and solve. This one, what's done to my two logs? They're added. What goes with add? Multiply. What are we multiplying? 12 and 18. Okay, so I have log base x of 12 times 18 equals 3. Okay, I don't know what. Hey Siri, what is 12 times 18?
12 times 18 is 216.
Okay, so then I have x to the third equals, I was lazy and didn't want to open my calculator, so I just asked Siri and she said 12 times 18 was 216. Use your powers chart, x to the third equals 216. That would be 6. You look on your powers chart, 6, because 6 to the third is 216. Okay? So far, so good. We're just using our log properties, that summary, and a powers chart, combining these to one log, and then solving the equation. All right, look at number 5. Just like in number 3, where this 4 went to the exponent, this 6 is going to be the exponent on the 2. So this becomes log x of 2. Good grief. It's just hard to write with, but I can't get my other thing to work. 2 to the 6th equals 2. Okay, this 6 went to be the exponent. Okay, so now this exponent is x raised to the second power equals 2 to the 6th. I know that 2 to the 5th is 32. So 2 to the 6th is 32 times 2, which is 64. You can also use Desmos, or you can use your calculator on your phone, or you can ask Siri. All kinds of ways you can find out 2 to the 6th, which is 64. So now I have x squared equals 64. And we know what's the square root of 64. The square root of 64 is 8. Okay. So what are we doing? We're using our log properties to rewrite these as a single logarithm, and we change it to exponential, and then solve the equation. Okay, I'm going to erase that so we can see what we got. Okay, number 6. When we rewrite what's done to these logarithms, if you look right here, they are subtracted. What goes with subtract? Divide. What are we dividing? X squared minus 12x and x. So I have log base 4 of x squared minus 12x over x equals 1. Okay? Now, I need some more room. It's okay. So I'm going to erase this. We're going to mark out this, and we're going to rewrite this from up here. I have log base 4. I'm going to take this x squared minus 12x and factor it. Greatest common factor is x. Okay? Now, these two cancel out. You have 4 to the first power equals x minus 12. Let me make this look less like hand scratch. Okay, remember there was an x here? And these cancel, this x on the bottom, x on the top cancels out. So I have 4 to the first power equals x minus 12. 4 to the first power is 4. Add the 12, you get x equals 16. And that goes here. Okay, I needed more room. That's what this is. You're going to be doing some of this on your Pearson later in the week. So you have done another 7-9. This is a 7-9, a different edition that has some different problems on it. Only has 5 questions. So you've got these notes today. You got another set of notes that you can do tomorrow. You can go ahead and do today. And then a 5-question Pearson. And then we'll have a reflection for next week. And guys, we are done. So that is Combine and Solve. Have a good day. I'll talk to you later.